Pivot Point is ultimate flexibility in the fact that it is a movable concept. The inspiration for Pivot Point was the fact that the concept could potentially be utilized in a property with limited space. Looking at it in that respect, getting two uses in the same space as one. Pivot Point is a food and beverage concept with essentially two personalities, and it's designed to go into an underutilized space in a hotel property. In changing personalities for Pivot Point, what takes place is a physical rotation of the back of house. The basis of the turntable, which is really the essence of Pivot Point, is old technology. Railroads used them in the 1800s to turn their locomotives. If you walk through San Francisco, you can't go a couple blocks without seeing a turntable for the cable cars. So that old technology is also employed in Pivot Point. In essence, the Pivot Point makes the best use of new technology and the best use of old technology. The type of equipment for Pivot Point relies on non-cooking equipment that is designed for quick service in most cases. Typically, we would use refrigeration, dry storage, light food prep, light cooking, beverage dispensing, bar equipment, and food display systems for this particular project. I picture a lobby, and I picture a space that may be off to the side, that perhaps there's a chair or a sofa or a plant that is not gaining any revenue for the property. I'm thinking Pivot Point would be a great candidate to go into that area, turn that area into a usable space and a profitable space for the property owner. I see Pivot Point moving beyond the hospitality industry. I see it going into potentially B&I accounts. I see it going into places like airports, schools. I see it going into potentially healthcare. And in those aspects, the dual personality could change. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bar on one side and a breakfast area on the other. It can turn into ice cream on one side, sandwiches on the other side, and on and on and on. Food service is needed in a hospitality setting because it fulfills one of the basic needs of human function. People come to hotels for rest, but they also come to hotels for nourishment. So having a food and beverage component in a hotel is an important aspect to the whole hospitality experience. I was invited to participate. I have 30 plus years in the food service design industry, professional member of FCSI, and have entered the previous contests. Participating in the food service pioneering concept is a great thing to do as a designer because it kind of takes us back to our days in design school where we had the freedom to come up with concepts, less worried about budget, more worried about coming up with a good idea and presenting it to our industry peers. HX 360 Innovation Zone is a great place to get your idea discovered because it is a forum that occurs once a year for hospitality industry leaders to gather and review the latest in technology in the field.